It's Whitney. Welcome back to another live video product review. I'm going to share with you some things that I've been loving lately, and I have some really fantastic things to share with you today. A lot of them are drinks. Some of them are snacks. I'm actually going to try something for the very first time live on camera, and some of them are meals. So this is all food related items. If you are new to my channel, I regularly do live video reviews sharing things that I love, and this gives us an opportunity to chat and have a little conversation as I'm recording my video. So thank you so much for being here. Also, there are links to a number of the products in the description field. So if you're curious about any of them, you can just go down there, check them out, buy them if you'd like. Sometimes I use affiliate links, meaning that if you purchase something that I recommend, I may receive a small commission at no additional cost to you. I like to be very transparent about that, and there's no sponsor of this video, so all of these things are just items that I've purchased, or actually one of them I was gifted by a friend, but everything else are things that I got at the grocery store recently. And I love trying new products, so this is fun. All right, where to begin? Well, I think this is actually the most interesting. So I have been experimenting very lightly with the keto diet, a vegan version of it, right? So mainly I've just been doing it out of curiosity. I will share with you more. I feel pretty ignorant at the moment. So I just want to share that I'm kind of like exploring that. I don't think it's going to be anything permanent, but who knows? I'm just interested in seeing how I feel when I'm eating less carbs and no grains. But it's only been like a few days of me kind of dabbling in it. And part of the curiosity too is just kind of learning more about it, because it's like a trendy diet, and I like to just know what's going on. So if anybody else is doing keto or has tried it, let me know. And if you're not a fan of it, I'd be curious as to why. I think it's just fascinating to see what's working for people, and I don't really have an opinion one way or the other yet. But since I was exploring some vegan meals that I could make and snacks that I could have on the keto diet, basically, if you don't know anything about it, it's like a low-carb diet. Now, I've also gone the complete other end of it. I've done high-carb, low-fat. And so this is like opposite end of the spectrum. It's like low carb, higher fat from what I understand. And a lot of people will eat a lot of meat on the keto diet, which obviously I'm not into. Mainly for me, I've been eating a ton of vegetables. I've been making lots of salads and filling them up with seeds and nuts and making my own dressings. And that's been really great. It feels so wonderful during the summer season to be eating just a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. At first I was kind of like leaning a little bit more towards the raw food diet. And these days I'm just kind of like exploring a bunch of different things. So when I looked up some recipes that I could make for the keto diet, one thing that I came up with is these they're called guilt-free noodles. I'm going to show you the packaging. There's two different brands here, and I hope I don't botch the name of them. They're shirataki, I think is how you pronounce it. They're made from white yam, which is cognac. Cognac, I feel like I have a passion for, because it has really been a game changer in the plant-based diet. For example, a lot of vegan cheeses are made from cognac. And unless I'm confusing it with something else, I'm pretty sure that's very similar or the same thing as tapioca. It's like a starch, right? And it makes things really stretchy, and yeah, it's really just interesting to me. So I knew about this one company called Miracle Noodles for a while. That's this. And oh, by the way, I noticed right before I hit record that my the nail polish is coming off. I just started playing around with this awesome new nail polish that's infused with crystals, and I cannot find the bottle. And I didn't have time to take it off before I started recording this video. So I apologize for my wacky looking nails right now. Real life, right? No makeup, in my gym clothes with peeling nail polish. That's how real it is. Anyway, so Miracle Noodles is a brand that I have heard about for years, and I've tried a few times. I didn't really have a strong opinion one way or the other, and now that I've experimented and I've made a couple meals with this, actually the same meal twice, because I really liked it the first time, I'm really digging shirataki mushrooms, shirataki pasta. So again, this is guilt-free noodles, 0 calories, soy-free, gluten-free, cholesterol-free, vegan. And these 2 brands, I also have one from House Noodle or House Foods that I just tried for the first time. And both of them are non-GMO. They're very similar. They're basically the exact same ingredients. It's just that Miracle Noodles, I feel like, is kind of the name brand for shirataki noodles because they have all sorts of different styles of it. They have pre-made meals that you can get, and I've just heard a lot about them. This was more expensive. I didn't find them at the same store, so I went to like a pricier store and these were closer to $4, and then I went to a less expensive store and these were like under $2. So it was like half price to get these noodles, but I have not compared them at the same store in terms of pricing. This is also slightly, you get a little less of the noodles in this packaging than you do in here, but in terms of ingredients, they both have water. So this one says purified water, this just says water. This says cognac flour, and this says yam flour, but cognac is also known as a white yam. And then they both have calcium hydroxide in them. So basically with these noodles is you take them out of the package, you need to rinse them for a few minutes because they have kind of a weird smell. And if you were just to take them out of the package and try to eat them, you'd probably think they were really gross. But once you rinse them off, and then you can either boil them in water or you can dry them. Some people will put them in the microwave, or you could just put them right in the frying pan, which I did. So I just put the rinsed noodles in the frying pan and turned on the heat. And then I mixed in some vegetables. I put some broccoli and carrot, and then I made this really delicious peanut sauce, and it was so fantastic that I've made it twice now, and I'm probably going to make it again. It's super satisfying. And for that to be 0 carbs, no calories, super delicious and filling, I thought it was a total win. So I'll share with you more of my vegan keto experiments and what I'm learning along the way. Next up, I'm really into drinks. So the keto diet also is, you know, a lot of people tend to drink a lot of coffee with coconut milk. So again, the drinks I just love. I've been really into coffee lately, and I just tried this brand, this alkaline coffee company. It's nice because it's in a glass bottle, and a lot of coffee can be very acidic, so this is neat because it's all about being more alkaline. It's minimal treated, non-acidic cold brew coffee with a pH of 8, and it was really delicious. I love the packaging too. So I do recommend this if you can find this in stores. You can also get brands like Bulletproof Coffee, which are also lower acidity or non-acidic. I'm not a coffee expert, so I don't fully know about all the alkaline side of things like that. But if you want something bottled, this is one of the better ones that I've had. Every once in a while, I've been experimenting with different cold brew coffees that are bottled, and that was very, very good. For me, I love to make lattes at home. I've talked about this in at least one previous video, this awesome milk frother from Cuisinart, and I'll put milk in there and let it froth up, and it's like being my own barista. I've experimented with a lot of milks. If you have watched my videos before, you know I love Oatly oat milk. That's my favorite. Then I'm also a really big fan of coconut milk, and I just want to let you know that it's actually quite easy to make your own coconut milk at home. If you just get some organic canned coconut milk from the store, you can dilute this with water, and it basically becomes like the coconut milks that you would buy in the carton, and you can save a lot of money on this. So I don't know, this is probably like around $1, maybe $2. I got this from Trader Joe's, so fairly inexpensive. Maybe $1.50 for that, and you can put a few, I don't know how much what is in here. This is 13 ounces. So I usually would do 2 or 3 canfuls of water and blend it together and make a really nice coconut milk, and it is fantastic in coffee. So I took this, diluted it, and mixed it with this and a little bit of stevia for sweetness. Excellent, fantastic drink. Another milk that I've been experimenting with that I really, really like, it's on the lighter side, so it's not great for a rich, full-bodied latte like coconut milk or oat milk is. Like oat milk, I think, is the best non-dairy milk for coffee, in my opinion. maybe next to almond milk, but I'm sensitive to almonds, so I don't have that. But a brand that I highly recommend that you keep an eye out for and try is Malk. And I've been really into this for years, but it's pretty expensive, so I didn't buy it very often, and then I decided to get some. And what I love about this is that it is one of the simplest nut-based milks out there, and they have a whole variety. So they do have an almond milk, but they also have cashew milk, and this is their cashew milk. They also have a really good pecan milk, or pecan, depending on how you want to pronounce it. The ingredients are super simple. This is just filtered water, organic sprouted cashews, and Himalayan salt. There's no gums, there's no carrageenan in it, and there's no added sugar. It's just super simple. It is very, very hard to find a milk on the shelf with that simple ingredients. So I think that explains why it's expensive, and it's organic as well. So it makes sense. This is like $8 or something, which is very pricey. But if you look at the ingredients of a lot of non-dairy milks, there's a lot of stuff in it. And it's like, why are you consuming all these extra ingredients? Another great alternative is to make it yourself. I've talked about this in past videos. All you need is a blender and then a nut milk bag to strain it. You can just put cashews, almonds, whatever, hemp seeds into a blender with some water, blend it up, and strain it out with a nut milk bag or a cheesecloth and make really nice milk. Or like I said, do something like this where you just combine this with some water and you've got milk. You could even actually use nut butter. So you could take almond butter and blend that into water, or cashew butter and blend it into water, and that would make a milk as well. So there's a lot of ways to do that yourself with really basic ingredients. But if you're feeling lazy or you don't want to experiment with any of that, or you don't have the equipment, buying milks on the shelf like this can be great. This, although, you don't even need a blender for this. If you wanted to do it really simply, getting a can of coconut milk and just like mixing this into water in a pitcher or something, that would probably work too, with like a little whisk or something like that. So you don't need anything extra special. And then I got asked a question, can I do alternate diets on a weekly basis? Are you asking if I would do that? Is it a request? Or are you asking if it's good for you to do that? I don't really recommend switching up your diet super frequently. I think that kind of throws things out of whack. So I'll try something new every once in a while. Activia, I don't know what that is off the top. Let me look it up. Activia. Is that, I feel like that's like a yogurt, isn't it? I don't think that's vegan though. So no, I have not tried that, if that's what you're referring to. It's not vegan, but it does have probiotics, and you can get really great probiotics in other yogurts. In fact, I just happened to be coincidentally going to share with you about this, which is a really lovely coconut yogurt that I tried recently. GT's, which is known for their kombuchas, makes a living coconut yogurt called Cocoyo, and it's in a glass jar, which I love. The ingredients are fantastic. It's raw young coconuts. That's like really nice, fresh, high quality coconut, raw young coconut water, and probiotic culture. So this is loaded with probiotics. There is no added sugar in this one. I think they have some with flavors, but I don't know if they use sweeteners in it. So this is just like super basic ingredients. And again, you can make this actually yourself pretty easily by taking it coconut flesh, as they call it, coconut water, and the probiotic cultures. I've made my own yogurt before, and it's a pretty fun experiment. This was very nice. It's very like tart, kind of sour, so it takes some getting used to. It does not taste like a average yogurt, especially a dairy-based one. And yeah, I liked it. I love that it's in a glass jar. I love the ingredients, and it's something that I think I'll have if I'm ever craving yogurt, which is not often. All right, I have to run off to yoga soon, but before I go, I want to try these bars that my friend Melissa just gifted me today. These are called Bright Bars, and I think she received these directly from the brand. I have this one has turmeric and carrots, ginger, and pineapple, and the other one has beets in it. And this one that I'm having right now has cashews. The ingredients are stellar, and the way that it was described to me is it's kind of like eating the pulp left over from a juice. So I really enjoy the flavor and experience of juices, but there's no fiber in a juice, so they're not like, you're kind of like missing a lot of the nutritional components. So I thought this was kind of a neat way. It's almost like a smoothie in bar form. Let's see how it tastes. This flavor is really good. It's got instant ginger and pineapple flavors. So if you like those flavors, it's awesome. But it definitely has a texture of just like the remnants of a juice. If you've ever made your own juice before through a juicer, you have the juice come out one side and then the pulp comes out the other, and that's usually what you throw away or compost. And this just tastes like somebody's juicer remains, which this might be exactly what this is. I haven't researched the company yet. So you probably could make this yourself pretty easily, especially if you like to juice. But if you don't juice and you just want all the good fiber from a juice, then it's a good choice. Let's try the beet one. I'm not a big fan of beets, so I feel very skeptical of this flavor. It's a little harder to open for some reason. Yeah, I do like beet juice okay, but I generally don't go after beets. Aha, here it is. This one has beets, ginger, orange, and maca, which is a really wonderful superfood in it. I'm surprised. I actually like this. Again, it's very pulpy. But it's very nice. The beets are not like super strong and in your face. It's got subtle ginger and the orange in there. It's a really good balance. I'm impressed. It's very, very moist. So this isn't like your average bar that's kind of dry. These are something that you keep refrigerated. And they're just so fresh. The ingredients are so great. And I'm really impressed. I can't wait to have more of these. These also have probiotics in it. All right. I need to head out to my yoga class now, so I'm going to wrap up this live video. Thank you for watching. Somebody asked if I had tried the Pink Lady Basil Kombucha. Ooh, I have not tried that. That sounds really great. And, ooh, taking the fiber from veggie juice and mixing it with hummus. That sounds fantastic. I should try that next. And hello to Green Dragon who just tuned in. All right, well, as I said, I gotta head out. I gotta go to my favorite workout class. Thank you so much for watching. As mentioned, I do these live videos usually every Friday. Sometimes it's every other Friday, depending on what I have to talk about. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notifications if you would like to see more of this. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me a comment. Have you tried any of these things? Do you have any questions for me? Do you want to give me any feedback on your opinions of the keto diet? Whatever you want to share, I love hearing from you. Any recipe suggestions with shirataki mushroom? Why do I keep saying mushrooms? Shirataki, because it kind of sounds like shiitake. That's why. Anyways, I'd love hearing from you. So please be in touch. I am Eco Vegan Gal on Instagram, Facebook, and a lot of other platforms. So come find me there. I'd love to connect with you further. And until next time, all the very best with your eco vegan journey. Bye.